check, check, check. Oh, 50 people in the queue. Oh. Ugh, so I have a massive headache. I just took 2 pills. Hopefully that'll help. It's weird because I haven't touched a computer all day or a television. So we're continuing the main story quest, also called the MSQ. So let's go on. We are on the Great Divide in Heavensward, or Heavensward. I'm not sure which it is. So let's do this. What do we get? Earrings, more earrings. Our friends, the very isle itself, everyone and everything. What happened? No. Oh, it was a vision. It avails us not to speculate. Oriange will send word that there are any developments. Until such time as he does, we may remain firmly focused on that which is written in our power to change. Within our power to change. With that in mind, I would speak on a different matter, one close to home. Hello! Hey, Kyle! We're doing Final Fantasy XIV, and I have a headache, so I took pills. And I also have 50 West, Wienermobile Oktoberfest, one of Cincinnati's best breweries in my opinion. Cheers. Oh, I don't know. I haven't touched the computer or television all day, so it's not because of that. But you got kids, so maybe that's it. Ugh. It concerns etheric fluctuations, which we have previously attributed to good King Mogul Mog the 12th. What the heck? That the king is no more is a blessing for us, which we have you to thank. Yet all is not well with the 12'swood. Our latest readings. How's the viewer count on Twitch? It's okay. I got at the moment you're the only one, but I've been doing okay on Twitch. The last time I did it, I had 8 concurrent viewers for a while, so that's not bad. Trying to get my average viewer count up to 3 so I can get affiliate standing. That'll take a while because I stream so much. Not doing too well with the average. I think that's at 2 right now. Our latest readings reveal an ongoing etheric disturbance of considerable magnitude. They may even suggest the presence of a primal. Needless to say, the mere possibility warrants immediate investigation, and I would have you... Interruption. Knock knock. Asilla, I do not wish to interrupt, but we have a problem. Oof. What manner of problem? A band of refugees, hailing from Ul'dah this time, are come to Ravenet's Toll seeking asylum. It would seem they expect us to afford them the same treatment we gave the Domans. At present, they are in the seventh heaven, awaiting a formal response. I see. Mayhap this was to be expected. I shall meet with them at once. Priscilla, you know full well we haven't the resources to accommodate many more people. Who's talking? Who's Ascilla? Consider what will happen if you do this. Word will spread and more will follow. Have you done Final Fantasy? Any of the Final Fantasies, Kyle? What's this by your name here? You got the Facebook icon and some other icon. I'm not sure. Your opinion is duly noted, but I will hear their suit. Boy, Ishel, I should be grateful for your presence at this meeting. All Ishel does is nod. Okay, I guess I'm going somewhere. Didn't catch where. Hey, second viewer. Welcome to the stream. We're doing Final Fantasy 14 online. I'm a peculiar pastor, also called Jonathan. I'm a peculiar pastor because I drink, I sometimes smoke, and I play video games. Right now we have our 50 West Wienermobile, straight from Cincinnati, which is delicious. The Wienermobile is an Oktoberfest, and I like Oktoberfests. So, right now we're continuing the main quest story of Final Fantasy XIV Online. I was gonna maybe get the expansion in November, pre-order it, but I'm not sure I want to pre-order it because this is a lot of content. Where am I supposed to be going here? I don't see... I don't see any marker here. Oh, here it is. Right here. Back in here? Yeah. Oh, and I have a bad headache. So we're gutting through this. I apologize for keeping you waiting. My name is Memphilia, and I lead the science of the Seventh Dawn. 12 be praised, it is you. So we're taking in refugees from Ul'dah right now in the Heavensward expansion. Or Heavensward, I'm not sure which it is. Heavensward, Heavensward. We're ready and willing to work. This guy has an Irish accent. We're ready and willing to work, same as the Dolmens. Just give us a task and we'll see it done. Pray calm yourselves. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I know not of your situation. Beg your pardon, antecedent. I ain't so good with words. We've been living off the scraps of Ul'dah for years now, trying to piece together a life to replace the one what got took. They say there's work, but there's not for an honest man. Not as would sully his good soul sooner than his palms any road. The flames do what they can, of course, but it ain't near enough. And it's only getting worse. When the calamity brought us to our knees, those rich bastards in the city wouldn't help us up. They climbed on our backs. I don't pretend to be clever, but even I can see what's coming. I knew we had to run. The only question was where, and then it came to me, Revenant's Toll. I mean, you took them foreigners in, didn't you? So you'd surely do the same for us. She says no. I fear the situation is rather more complicated. While it is true that we accepted the Doman's petition for aid, that decision was proof of extraordinary circumstances, the product of extraordinary circumstances. I sympathize deeply with your plight, but pray understand that it's not possible for an organization of our means to aid all that have been affected by the calamity. The calamity was what took place in the first game, back when this game sucked, before they redid it. And so it is with great regret that I must deny your request. Oh man. But we've nowhere else to go. You're turning your back on us? If I might have a word, says Tataru. Tataru is aught amiss? Ill tidings from Ul'dah, my lady. Alphanod has been wounded. Oh no. What? How? Is it serious? I cannot say for certain, but I fear it might be. According to the flames, the refugees started a riot. They went wild, apparently, lashing out at any and everyone. That can't be right. Why would they? They must have been provoked. The demonstration was meant to be peaceful. 7 hells, now the Blades have an excuse. They'll round us up and kill anyone who tries to resist. Antecedent, please. If you would help us build a new life, at least help us keep the ones we've got. My lady, we are not ones to stand idly by and watch innocents suffer. Good. However, until we know more of the circumstances surrounding this riot, I am not certain what aid, if any, we can provide. If the authorities determine that the refugees attacked without provocation, then those responsible will have to answer for their actions. How can you be so blind? Find Alphanod and quickly. If he's in danger or worse, I will have you and none other by my side. I'm an important person. Thank you. Pray do not concern yourself with the matter. Ah, shoot, I hate it when I do that. Alphanod is being treated at the Hourglass. Hurry, Ashel. I haven't been to the Hourglass before. Kyle, if you're still around, the viewers on Twitch are pretty good. Ironically, I had just as many concurrent viewers for my Hebrew exercise as I did for my video game streams. So I don't know. Oh man. Whoops. I went to the wrong way. It's Chocobo time. We'll see where we can transport to. Oh, maybe it's not Chocobo time. What's this? Never been here before. Item exchange. I don't know what this is here. Items required. Mirror of the World. A mysterious mirror that harbors the power of the mighty Leviathan. What's this? Diamond dust. Wonder how I get those. He's wounded, apparently. Here he is.
Come, you must have gathered by now that Tataru is given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well.
I don't know why they do half voice acting and half not. Especially if it's in the same quest line.
Ul'dah, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident. There is a restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil over.
It's gonna tell a story.
Ul'dah is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life. To an Ul'dan, money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small wonder that the wealthiest wield the greatest influence. So where do the refugees fit into this social hierarchy? What place is there for those who fled Alamigo and the destruction of the Calamity?
By the way, this is free to play up to level 60.
They have no wealth, no power, and no worth. To the Ul'dan way of thinking, they may as well not exist. Choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered the Immortal Flames to provide the refugees aid and succor. Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day, with no end in sight.
Kyle, I'll catch your stream next time you're streaming. Are you planning on doing it anytime soon?
To question their obligation to aid these worthless wanderers.
If you're around.
While more and more refugees have come to resent their treatment at the hands of the sneering citizenry. The manner of Lord Lolorito's refusal to grant the Dolmens asylum bespoke a disdain for all refugees, an attitude shared by the rest of the monetarists. And you may be sure they make no effort to conceal their opinions. It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest. Nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence. That the Immortal Flames should choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other Grand Companies. By the time they return, the situation may well have deteriorated beyond mending.
That was easy. Which earrings do I want? What is this? I guess this one. You get the same stats, a direct hit rate. Line project, weather. It's exactly the same. Why wouldn't you get that one? Well, that was easy. All I had to do was listen to stories. Alpha No wishes to investigate the circumstances surrounding the riot. As I told you before, it was all but inevitable that an incident of this kind would eventually occur, given the rising tensions within the Sultanate. Nevertheless, I have reason to believe that the particular riot may not have begun spontaneously. Have I piqued your curiosity? Good. Then you will accompany me to the Hall of Flames. I would hear what General Raoban has to say about the matter. Okay. Just adjusting my chat boxes. Alright. Not sure exactly where I'm going to end up. Whoops. How do I get up there? Like that, of course. Now is not a good time, Private Czar. My hands are full dealing with the refugees. Precisely the matter we wish to discuss, General. Alphano, back on your feet already? You may credit my swift recovery to your Chirurgians? Chirurgians? What? What are those? My memories of the riot are still somewhat muddled. I trust you managed to regain control of the situation? Not entirely. We secured the city soon enough, but not before the unrest had spread to the surrounding territories. Pockets of resistance remain throughout throughout Thanalan. We have sent what forces we can spare to root out the last of the belligerents, but process is something slow. I can well imagine, given the majority of the refugees outside the walls, it stands to reason that they would know the lay of the land. What I do not understand is how they came to be so well prepared. Before my little accident, I observed that several of the refugees were armed, and not with butcher's knives or pitchforks, but with martial weaponry. I need hardly add that such equipment is costly. None can deny the tensions between the Uldan citizenry and the refugee population have increased since the Domans were turned away. But would that motivate a starving man to purchase arms in lieu of food? I think not. And what of those who have not even a single gil to spend, who could not survive without the aid provided by the immortal flames? Surely they would sooner sell a weapon than bring it to bear against their benefactors. Come to the point. Very well. My point, General, is that this powder keg of discontent was not set alight by chance. These events were deliberately set into motion, and now order must be restored. That is my first duty. Until it's done, any investigation can wait. I do not have time to discuss this. My scouts will be returning soon. Well, he's the general. He calls the shots. The general is no fool. He keeps his own counsel, and with good cause. Were he to claim without the necessary proof that these riots were instigated by outside forces, the monetarists would accuse him of attempting to shirk responsibility. After all, the Sultana would have been most outspoken, would have been the most outspoken proponents of refugee aid. Regardless, they will face harsh criticism in the days ahead. Our allies may stumble upon the truth in time, but I have far more faith in your abilities, Ishel. Therefore, I propose we conduct our own investigation independent of the authorities. To that end, I would have you make inquiries of the settlements suspected of harboring belligerents. Commander Swift will know which they are. He may balk at a request of such information, but I have no doubt that you can persuade him with your silver tongue. I, meanwhile, shall seek answers my own way, after which we can regroup and share our findings. Well then, shall we? Of course, I nod in agreement, because it's all I do. This nod? Alright. Flame Commander. You look as though you have something to say, Private Kazara, do you? What you ask is no simple favor. Were such information to fall into the wrong hands, the lives of countless soldiers would be at risk. Even so, there is wisdom in your words. An able individual, even one with ties to the flames, may be better suited to tasks than a regiment. Very well. The Brass Blades have reported suspicious activity in the vicinity of Lost Hope. It may be unrelated to recent events, but we doubt it. I suggest you begin by speaking to the Blades posted there. Okay. Teleporting. Chocobo time. Finally. What's this? Oh, that's a... what do you call it? A fate. An open, free-for-all mission to kill a monster. And what brings you here, adventurer? A search for refugees? Well then, you come to the right place. Ah, you mean those refugees? Oh no, you won't find them here. Most of the people of Lost Hope have come to accept their situation and are content to pass their days in peace and quiet. Outsiders have trouble understanding that, like the merchants who passed through recently. Gregarious fellow, but awfully opinionated. Can't say I was sad to see him go. Okay. Oh, I gotta talk to this guy now. I didn't expect them to send you a shell. I take that means someone has read my report. The refugees who left with this merchant have yet to return, and I'm increasingly concerned that Zawaka's suspicions were correct. You haven't the foggiest what I'm talking about, do you? Never mind. Speak with Zawaka. He will explain everything. Okay. Ah, don't hurt me. I'm not one of them. Wait, I know your face. Are you not the man from the Church of Saint Adamallandama? What? 1,000 pardons, my friend. I mistook you for one of the thugs who have been tormenting us. If Leofric bid you speak to me, then I take it you've agreed to help 12 be praised for that, because we haven't a moment to waste. Everyone knows the flames are on the march. The others have fallen under that fanatic spell, but not I. Promises of revolution and retribution, of holding the ruling class to account and taking that which is owed. Ha! A childish fantasy. I did everything I could to dissuade the others from leaving, but few would heed my words. Now that one of our idealists has returned, however, the madness of the merchant's plan is plain for all to see. Look behind yonder tent, and you will understand why. Even now, he babbles incoherently, so traumatized he is by the bloodshed that he witnessed. Try as I might, I can make little sense of the words beyond the fact that he was not alone in surviving. Yet I've no doubt that the merchant will lead the remainder to their doom. I beg of you, find them before he does. My friend just logged on. Oh boy. Hang on just a minute. Not a valid PC name, what? Or not, maybe he's not online. Anyway.
Maybe not.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Nah, I don't think so.
What? Hello, hello?
Nah, I gave up on I gave up on my conviction on that.
Hello, hello, hello?
But aside from that, hello. Check out my Derby cosplay. Check it out.
Okay, since I'm talking with folks, I'm gonna stop my stream.